Welcome back to another video breakdown. I'm your host, Coach Brandon. Let me just adjust that real quick so everyone gets a little bit of motion sickness right away. We're going over the Washington Capitals and the Golden Knights game. So we'll go start with the first goal, 1-0 for the Capitals. I'm not clicking that button. As usual, I'll go over it. My favorite part is we're just going to watch Ovechkin do the most Ovechkin thing ever. One of my teammates, he's from Maine, but his favorite hockey player or his favorite team is the Capitals, and he was a defenseman. He didn't really play that much the year when I was in France, and his favorite player was Ovechkin, and he did the best Ovechkin on the power play reenactment I've ever seen. It's just there's something about the way he stands, and he's just like, I'm waiting. He doesn't look. He's going to shoot it here, but he does nothing leading up to it. Power play. Let's break down their structure. We obviously know that Ovechkin's the one-timer guy over here. They used to have Backstrom, who was a lethal part. Let's talk about how good Washington has done on a rebuild. They're a good team right now, and look at someone like the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're in complete dismantlement. They're ugly, but the Capitals have been able to sustain being a decent team. They've never bottomed out, and now with the emergence of Strome, who I really like, I'm going to talk about his assist over here because it was really cool. But back to their formation, it's just a pretty standard umbrella plus a bumper guy in front of the net, where they play cat and mouse over here. Even 17 could have bumped it to 43. I don't know if he's righty or lefty. Even so, look at this. Look how open. But then he's probably going to bank it off the boards. Or get that straight lane. Ovechkin catches it, throws it on net. And I don't know who it tips off of. 7. Anything to the net is fine. It's not in the golden ratio area where I keep mentioning, where it's from post to dot. But still, you throw anything to the net with people in front, especially on the power play. I hate the Leafs do this, and so does my team. Everyone looks for the perfect play. No, just throw things on the net, get garbage goals. They all count the same. All right, let's go on to the next one. And here, with Dylan Strome's assist, let's just make sure it's here. So, right here, you're not going to be able to see it on the breakdown or the visualizer. But what he does is he gets his head up right away. I know you can't tell, but he gets it, and then he goes on his forehand. And Vegas is doing a good job. They're cutting off the middle. They have 3 guys back. But what Dylan Strome does here is he's able to recognize, there's space down here, but there's also 3. So unless you beat him straight up, which it doesn't seem like he'd be able to do right now, the space is behind them. So he stops up. Look at all the space. His trailers. Everybody's flooding over here, which leads that opposite side. And you can zip that pass right through. He's on his forehand right here. He got his head up over here, was able to read the play, numbers and colors, and then passes it to Chikrin, walks in, and an absolute laser with somebody in front of the net. Ovechkin being Ovechkin again, he's the exception to the rule. His goals, you, me, Sidney Crosby, we're not Alexander Ovechkin. Not too many people can score the way he does. He's the exception to the rules, where a lot of people need to be in front of the net to score. I remember I was at my Ottawa 67s because I got drafted there, and I was at their rookie camp, and I was on a line with Tyler Toffoli, and I was like, I played some of my best hockey. They offered me a contract, but I went Division I anyways, and I remember knowing about him, but I was like, oh yeah, he's a top prospect, he's a good player, but I'm faster than him, I'm not bigger than him, trust me, I'm 5'6", so I'm 5'7" on a good day. I didn't make it to play Division I or Pro because of my good looks and height. The good looks definitely helped, but besides the point. I know what I'm talking about here. You don't build up this knowledge just by chance. I love this game. I love studying it and breaking it down. Again, look at the little skills put on display here. Dylan Strome, puck gets over here. He gets his head up right here, and he looks to see where everybody's at. If he could zip it across, if Ovechkin cut through the middle a little bit more, he would have been here, and he could have walked in for a shot. But Ovechkin's got such pull. It's like the Steph Curry effect, where a lot of defenders pull out to him because you have to respect his shot. He's got a goal already because of it. Pulls defenders over there, which leaves Chikrum. Beautiful pass. Oh, on his stick, off his stick. This is a great play. It just goes to show you getting your head up, reading the play, having an understanding where everyone's at. Oop, no, can't do that. Always forget. I wonder what I'm going to say about this one. Put it on a t-shirt. 21. Let's see where it starts. I don't know. Was it probably a shot? Pietrangelo does a good job getting the puck, getting his head up, moving it north quickly. Look at this. Out of the zone. He catches it, steps to the middle. 70 floods to the left side. And what do I always say? They try and make it a 2-on-1. This guy tries to get lost, but if he can get it to 21 and 21 can burn past it, because 6 is pretty far out there, truthfully. 74, you never, as a defenseman, you never really want to be outside the dot because you can overcommit and leave that middle lane. You see what I mean? Like now, once you're past the blue line, sure, you can force him, and if he can get that pass through, that's a nice play. But there is a guy on his back. I don't know if he drops it, like taps it back, or what happens here. But Pietrangelo shoots it, misses the net. 1, 2, 3-ish. Guys going to the net. Rebound. Ooh, put it on a t-shirt. Where are they going to score? Right there, every time. I like that a lot by 38. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this is poetry in motion. This is ideal. So look at this. Okay, 38 gets past one guy, gets to the red line, doesn't have anything. He probably doesn't have any speed right here. He sees 6 is coming, and he's like, okay, I need to get it in deep, and I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that could go win this puck. 3 did cheat back. If he came to this side, it would have been a little bit better, and he would have gone in the first one there. But he doesn't hard rim it. He gets the line, actually, which is really nice. He probably looks up, sees that 21's coming through. I could just tap this right here, and he's going to be the first one to get to it. Picks it up. Look at 13. He flows into the empty space. Oh, 21 gets his head up right away. That gap, it's open. It doesn't look as open as it is here with these 2 dots, and you got to add a stick in. So like this guy's stick is probably out here. So this is a tight gap to thread the needle through. But it's something I want to work on with my team as well. But they have to have an understanding of what my team would have done 100% is, first of all, 21 would not have gone to this puck first. I'll call a spade a spade. Would not have gone to this puck first. Secondarily, he would have stopped right here, and he would have want 17 to go here, and he would have just thrown it out in front and hoped for the best. But he kept his feet moving, got the puck back, probably got his head up right away. Boom, and it's an absolute rip of a shot. If you're in this area, you got to shoot the puck. Unless you're like, okay, I could step to the middle and get a better shot, it's never a bad idea. Catch the puck, throw it on net. These are the top goalies in the world, and they get beat by these. These are also great shots. But if you're playing single A, double A, even triple A, goalies are good, but they're not NHL level quality. I know, because another goalie that I played with, or no, I played against him. I never played with him. Spencer Martin. He was in the end. He's a third string or a backup goalie in the NHL, and he was one of the top goalies of my age. It just goes to show you, they're good, but they're not the best goalies in the world. Throw the puck on the net, especially if the goalie has to move. It makes it really hard on them. This was disgusting by Eichel. This is an empty netter because they were fighting back to tie it up. Great patience. Honestly, like, he sees Eichel. Eichel is not who you expect to be up top. But he could throw, I guess he has a guy on his backside. You don't want to, one, you don't want to cycle it if there's somebody behind you. And two, you definitely don't want to cycle it. Let's say this guy's a righty. You don't want to be, so I'm going up the right side of the wall. And he's a righty. You do not want to go up and turn through the middle and throw the puck back this way because it can be picked off easier and transition the other way. So what he does is he gives it to, he holds on to it, makes a great play to Eichel. And then Eichel, a righty, this guy coming at him. Eichel does a great job of where he has it in front and then he pulls it back. He kind of Datsukes him, pulls it, and then shoots it. Guy in front of the net gets a piece of it, pops out in front of the net. What's the golden rule? At least get your stick here. He must be a righty because he shoots it in this way. Get to those grimy areas. I'm promising you, whenever there's a shot, get to the net, you'll triple your goals. And I say triple your goals because you probably are getting like 4 goals a year. Alexander Ovechkin, you can't let him walk in and fire it. Look at how he's holding where the puck is. You have to remember he's a right-handed shot. So he has it in front, he's skating with it. It's really weird trying to go right-handed. He has it in front, and then look at where it goes. When he starts pulling, oh, beautiful. Let me mention this. Gets the puck, he is buying space. So he's going straight out, and then he's actually going wide, and then he's pulling it in. Do you see that? How he's coming out here, and then he starts pulling it in. And what this does, Ilya Kovalchuk did it all the time. A lot of younger players might not know who Ilya Kovalchuk is. He's a former first overall pick, Russian superstar, played for Atlanta. He played for, who did he go after the Atlanta? The Devils. He went to the Devils with an illegal contract. Then he went to Washington for a bit. I think he was on the Red Wings. I'm not 100% sure. But he was an absolute stud. But he would always do this one penalty shot, and I loved it. He would start as an S. He would go, whoop, and then he'd come in over here. And I think he was a lefty. And at this point, he would come directly across. But he would hold the puck behind him. So he would either shoot low glove right here, fake shot, pull it back in, because the goalie has to pull it from 6 feet over here to 6 feet over here. Besides the point. My whole thing is what I'm saying is get to the middle and put the puck in a position where you're going to pull it. It's not, you don't want to shoot it from out here. You want to have the puck out wide and then pull it in to shoot. So the goalie has to move either with you or it's some kind. I'm not a goalie. I don't know exactly the terminology. But what that does is he went from having the puck. I'm going to try and pause it again. Look at where he releases it. I'm going to try and pause it right before he shoots it. So he has it in front of him. Pulls it out way back. So the goalie's in the shot lane right now. Still behind him. Look at that. And then he pulls it in and he shoots it over here. So the goalie might be set up and he might be matching it. He might be square and everything. But as soon as you move it, even if you move it like this much, and you're shooting a disc that's this big, all the angles matter. Even if you're moving it this much, that there's going to be a spot that's going to open up unless the goalie is tracking perfectly, which he doesn't because he rips it low glove or low blocker. And then last one, Ovechkin, empty netter. The hat trick. Just outworks him. Gets him, takes it to the net, lets it slip right in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked it. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you want to see. I'm always here to help the kids. Peace.